glad you guys came out on such a beautiful day as we keep on this great trip towards August 23rd. As you know, I had to resign from my job in order to do this. So until then, I couldn't do much. So over the last 40 days, I've been able to, with many of you, put together the campaign. And I think I am glad to say that we're ready to roll. And I am proud to announce here at my kickoff that we are ready to roll, and we are 80 days from primary day, and I am an official candidate to the 31st Senate District of the State of Virginia. So, first of all, thank you, as I said before, not only for being here, but you guys are really the core. Senator Webb said, the brigades. So you guys are the ones that are giving me the energy and the support to go forward over the next 80 days to make sure that the 31st Senate District in Northern Virginia has a fighter and an advocate for progressive values down in Richmond over the next 4 years. As you all know, most of you live in Virginia, and I do, and we love Virginia. We're very proud of some things of Virginia, and we're very concerned about other things in Virginia. Those in Maryland, I appreciate that because they don't have to deal with those things on the other side of the river. Well, we're giving the fight on this side of the river to make sure that progressive values, that every child in Virginia is able to get a pre-K education, that every citizen of Virginia, whether gay or straight, has equality, that every woman in Virginia can have the peace of knowing that if she decides to do so, she will have access to her constitutional rights and reproductive health access. So, and that every veteran that comes back to this state that produces so many soldiers and veterans knows that when she comes back from the front, we'll take care of her. So those are some of the issues, as you know, that I'm running on. This, as you know, this is a two-person race, and we're working really hard. Many of you know the strategy. The strategy is to let the voters know who I am, what I stand for, that they do have a choice, and that I am the better choice. Okay? Yeah. If we would have done this 40 days ago, I would have been 12 pounds heavier. And the reason that is because this is about reaching out to every voter. This is about getting our votes out on August 23rd. We get 4,300 votes, we win. So every vote counts. So you, what I can ask from you over the next 80 days is identify who you know that can vote, make sure they're registered. I just had a friend of mine, where's Juan Verde? Is he still here? He just left. One lives in Rosling, big supporter. He's not registered to vote because he just moved to Arlington a year ago. Okay? So let's make sure we get people registered by August 1st. Let's make sure that everyone we know comes out and votes on August 23rd. And from you, I'm going to introduce my team, but be aware that we are door knocking every weekend over the next 11 weekends that we have during the next 80 days to the election, primary election on August 23rd. Okay? So volunteer. This is democracy at its best. It's grassroots. If we get our people out, we win. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your help. I have to make a couple of grassroots awards here and now because over the last 40 days, there's a gentleman at the back from Rosslyn, Steve Baker, who has known at least, yeah, I want to shout out for Steve. Because Steve has knocked out at least, he's been knocking on doors for at least 5 days over the last 25 days for me. So thank you, Steve. He's the precinct captain in Rosslyn, as a matter of fact, of the ACDC. So we're door knocking, we're getting the message out so that you all know we're covering every side of the equation. Yesterday, all of those of you that live in the district that are regular voters receive our first mail drop. Okay? We will have a very robust mail campaign. Hold on to your seats, because over the next 80 days you'll be getting a lot of those. And we are going to get our message out that way. We're going to get our message out door knocking. And we are going to win on August 23rd. Okay? So let me go ahead and introduce my team here for you all to know. First of all, my campaign manager, Megan Simpson. Megan, why don't you come forward? For those of you that know me, Megan balances me out, okay? So, you know, Megan has been with, now I guess, is it 4 weeks, Megan?
Yeah, 4.5.
Feels like a year. But Megan has been around for 4 weeks, and she makes sure the whole team works together, and we work hard, and we're doing a great job. Let me now introduce my finance director, Jaime Morales. Marisa is making sure that everything we do, because we're fiscally responsible in this campaign, everything we do gets paid, and that we have money to do everything we want to do. So thank you so much, Marisa. Marisa is the finance director. We have our field director, Cristobal. Why don't you come forward? Cristobal ran a campaign last year in the 2010 cycle. All of you know how difficult that cycle was, and he had a campaign that when he joined it was far behind. They ended up winning in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So Cristobal is the field director. Anyone you know that, hey, there's a person in this building that I know that can vote, that should be, Cristobal is the person doing all the IDs, cutting all the turf, and making sure that our strategy is implemented down to the science of voter outreach, getting out the vote, and winning this election. So that's Cristobal, and he has 2 FOs here already, 2 field organizers. First of all, Monique Morales. Monique, why don't you come forward? Come on up. Monique is another native Arlingtonian of Peruvian ancestry, Chimpu, Callao. So we have Monique and Liz Pecor. Liz, come on up. There you go. Is also a field organizer. She's an active ANC member in Washington, D.C., and an active Democrat, and she's also helping with the campaign. So here's Team Jaime for you as of now. It'll keep growing. We need your help on the door knocking side. I know many of you have already done that. We are knocking on doors every day. Monica and Liz have done it already every day for the last few days, so few weeks. So, and I'll be knocking on doors almost every day. So let us know when you can join in. Anyone you know that wants to volunteer, wants to help. This is about all of us working together to bring a progressive champion down to Richmond that's going to fight for our values. Okay? You all know that the Senate of Virginia is the last line of defense that we have to avoid some crazy things from happening in Virginia. You don't need to go too far. You can go to Georgia, you can go to Arizona, you can go to Alabama, you can go to Mississippi. If you want to see those laws getting passed and signed by this governor over the next 2 years, then don't work hard on this campaign. But if we're going to stop those bills from becoming a reality in Richmond, I assure you I'll be fighting to avoid that in Richmond next year. But I need your help, I need your support. Thank you so much for being here. Let's work together towards August 23rd, and let's win. Thank you so much.